Hello everyone, this is Pramita here. Today I'm going to do my June flip through, first June flip through. So that's that. I have finished my May journal, May portion. That's just the midway of this journal that I had made, and I have completed journaling till date. That is today, I think it's 14th, 13th. Yeah. So let me begin my June flip through. So for June, what I've done is I've added a journaling card as a way to mark the new month. And I have been holding this journaling card for a while now, and I thought I should use up because June is the month, is a summer month for us in the tropical countries, and what better way to put this in but in June. So, and I have used this another reason. June is also my birth month and my name starts with P. So that's that. And this is once again a page where I have layered up stuff. I began with a base piece which is usually rectangular, or you can take a square, whatever, and I've just put on some stuff out here. These are from those pattern papers where you can fussy cut stuff out, and this is a packaging from Simple Stories. This is a ephemera. I don't know which pack it came from, and these are just small die cuts that I had, and I've just separated the paragraphs with the use of washi. That's all, nothing else. I've stamped the days. Next, I have once again layered stuff up, but since this ephemera was pretty big, this is once again a cut out from 12 by 12 sheet of paper. So what I did was I basically laid this, and only in the top half of this ephemera have I used a small piece of paper just to layer stuff up. And this is a washi from, I think, Mambi. Yeah, oh happy day. And this journaling has continued only till here because that day nothing much happened, so I was pretty happy with the way things were. This was Saturday and I journaled in this page because those days I was not having much done, so pretty inactive, like so that's that. And I have stamped the date over here, and at the back I have layered, these are actually note pages. We receive, yeah, since I'm subscribed to Coco Daisy Kits, we receive every month with our kits, a notepad which coordinates with the theme of the what do you call the planner pages or Daisy Dory or whatever. So what I did was, this is from the month of December and this is from the month of May. And this is just a small sticker I had. I just layered stuff up just to cover up the blank space and used this. And this page, this was Sunday. So once again, irregular stuff that you can see. I am currently loving my irregular layering techniques, and I think I'm learning so much from these. Someday I really wish to share how I have learned these. These are all trial and error methods. You can't teach some things, you just have to have the gut feeling and go with the flow. Make mistakes because we learn from our mistakes. That's what makes you perfect. Making mistakes make you perfect, basically. So I've made tons and tons of mistakes, and I don't care, basically, because I have learned so much by making mistakes. So that's that. I had messed up something over here, and I tried to cover it with washi and then with a bit of sticker. I don't know if it has worked or not, but once again I have layered 2 die cuts, and this is a packaging from some paper pad. This is a sticker, and this is once again, those small ATC cards that come with cut apart portion that come with 6x6 paper pads. I think I've used that, and this is a die cut. At the back, yeah, so at the back I just tried to cover up the white, the white portion of the arrow by adding goals. So that was my goal, to binge watch some series I was planning to do. And I worked on my journal, the morning flow journal that I have. It's a random journal. I usually don't show that on social media, but I can show the prepped pages that I had done in that. That's not too fancy, actually, that's just the basic thing. And on next day, that was a Monday, I started my art class. Yeah, it's never too late to learn something, so I thought of joining an art class and learn some techniques on the way. So I did that, and I journaled about that. I received a happy mail from a pen friend of mine, and over here, yeah, that's the next page, and the next page is also full of random bits. Now, the first thing I did was I put this green paper which coordinates with this green, sort of. And then these are all from 6 by 12 by 12 sheet of paper. I had fussy cut these portions out, so that when I need them I can layer them up with something else. So that's what I did. I just layered stuff up. These are all random bits. I have just collaged them over one on top of the other. And this is a packaging from Planner Society's Scarlet Lime. I just wanted to give it a different look, just to break the vision, sort of thing. So I've added a circular stuff, and that's that. And these are some of the Tim Holtz word stickers that I had in my stash. These have been with me for a long while. I need to use them up, because the adhesive at the back is not very good anymore. I need to use gum to stick this up. Gum stick, whatever, glue stick. So, and that was, I think that was Tuesday. And on Wednesday, this was Wednesday. Okay, so Wednesday, I had a talk with Terry, and thanks for being there for me, Terry. This is also a sticker she had sent to me in a happy mail, and I had been hoarding this. And what better way to use it when I just had a talk with her? And even though I had not been in touch with many of my friends for a while, because life was getting too busy, yet I was so happy I could talk to her for a while, even though she was very busy herself. Anyways, so this was once again a book style journaling card. This was actually a 4 by 6 card. And what I have done is I've just made it into a small booklet, and I've wrote about what I'm currently listening to. I'm listening to a lot of songs right now, like Chris Isaac's Wicked Game, then Only Love Can Hurt by Paloma Faith, Shane Ward, and Labyrinth, Sam Smith, Tom Vaughan. A lot of songs I'm listening to. I listen to all kinds of songs. I even listen to gospel music. I used to sing in school. I went to missionary school, and even though I'm not Christian, I was chosen to sing in the choir because of my voice. And in school, I was pretty well known for singing Western songs, with I didn't know how to play guitar, of course, but a friend of mine did, and we used to sing very often. And my school was very strict, because it was an all girls school. And we had the boys section at a different part of the school. Like, it was a boys school as well as a girls school in a same compound. So often, when we would have some kind of fest or fete or some kind of occasion of sorts, the boys would come over, and there would be so many requests to me to sing songs of Barbara Streisand, then Carpenters, Cliff Richard, and stuff like that. So I was pretty used to it. Boys would just simply come up and tell me to sing a song for them, or for their girlfriend, or something of that sort. And it was a good feeling for a while. And when I left school, many of my school friends, my juniors especially, they would always call me through, that girl who used to sing pretty well and stuff like that. But then, I I didn't do anything about it. I just studied. I was I was a total nerd, I was a total nerd and geeky type of girl in school. I knew nothing but books. That's that. And on that day, I wrote, I was so grateful for my friends. And on this day, Thursday, yeah, and Thursday, I had a chat with Elizabeth. We were talking about songs, and I told her to listen to Paloma Faith. And on this day, I learned something new. It's not something new. I had known about the story. I was teaching something from Shakespeare's Tempest, and I came across the story of King Canute, and I was explaining the story to my friend, not sorry, my friend, my student, how King Canute taught his courtiers that even though he's the temporal power over this kingdom, yet he is powerless before nature. And so he brought over his chair near the seashore, and he commanded the sea to stop rising during the high tide, which the sea wouldn't listen to. This simply showed that he had no control over nature, and this made his courtiers understand what a great king he was. Like, so I wrote about that, how I told him the story of King Canute. So that's that. And the next day, okay, so next day, once again, I have layered lots of random bits. It was Friday. This was from a paper pad, and this was from Coco Daisy Pages. When I dismantled the dory, I also found I had some extra pages, which I'm using up in layering. And these are word washi from Tim Holtz. Nothing much happened on this day basically. And on Saturday, okay, so this was once again an offcut. I've made it into a pocket, and this is a tag I've journaled onto. And this was Saturday, so yeah, so that was that. And this was Sunday. So on Sunday, I did not have any pages prepped, and I was in a big hurry to do something of that sort. I needed to prep some pages and I didn't have much time. So what I did was I slapped some things on. Now I have layered on top of washi, and then these are some of the phrase word stamps that I have, the roller stamps. And what I do is I usually stamp them in a bunch and keep it and use them as I go. These are usually on the top part, the branding strip. I don't waste them. I stamp those words on branding strips and keep them and use them as I go. So that's that. And I think I should end my flip through till here. This was a Monday, and as usual, Monday was a lazy day. I journaled about that. This was actually a journaling card. I just pasted on top of the white paper that, it came like this. Yeah, it came like this, only this, the Moroccan design or the Moroccan pattern that you can see. It was at the bottom. So I wanted to change things up. I wanted to put a journaling card on top, and then I journaled around it. And this was Tuesday, 13th. And yeah, I wrote like this. I've made a tab out of punched butterflies, and that's that. On Tuesday, I taught about Greek mythology to my student when I was teaching a story by Somerset Maugham. This was about the lotus eaters. I don't know if you're aware of the mythology. It was about the a bunch of sailors, I think, a bunch of people who had been marooned on an island after a shipwreck, and they started consuming the lotus plants that grew there, and they became intoxicated, and they spent their days there lazily, indolently doing nothing. So that's that about lotus eaters. So I end my flip through till here. I hope to see you soon with my next flip through. Bye.